Hi everybody, my name is Shannon. Welcome to my channel, Another Yarn. Thank you so much for joining me today. I greatly appreciate it. Hey, before I forget, could you check to make sure that you're still subscribed? I have had people tell me that they have been unsubscribed to my channel and they're actually watching it. YouTube is a booger sometimes. Just going to throw that out there. And while you're checking, go ahead and like and subscribe. It does things to the algorithms that I'll never understand. But whatever, YouTube says it's important, and you know, that's just how that works. So I don't know if you saw yesterday's video where I got up at 2:30 in the morning and made a video. Yeah, that's not normal. I'm just going to throw that out there. Don't expect it. That is not normal. I'm a little more organized than that most of the time. But what it did do is it spurred me on to finish something. I was talking about my granddaughter's sweater, and I was working on that, and where did the yarn go? I don't know. Working on that with Queensland Coastland. It's a 100% cotton yarn, and I had it in another color, right? This is one of the colors that I have. I'll read the specs off of this one. This is Mandarin Dragnet, lot 401 is the color, and it is, this is Coastal Cotton Coral Reef, 100% pure soft cotton, 100 grams, 185 yards. It is a number 4 worsted weight yarn, and do we know where it was made? I think I know where it was made one time or another, but I don't remember offhand. I do not remember offhand. I don't remember offhand. Oh, wow. Words are hard. I don't remember offhand. Yeah, we had the grandkids, so, you know, there you go. No, I'm not seeing it, but that doesn't mean it's not sitting right there smacking me in the face. So, let's see. So, I decided I was going to do the Bitty Spruce pattern. It is a paid-for pattern on Ravelry and probably other places, and I'll go ahead and link that down below. And look at this. You're like, I can't see it. I can't tell. I know. This is a speckled, splattered color of yarn. Where did the other skein go? Do I have that? Normally everything's like sitting right next to me. I don't know. No, it's not sitting right next to me. Okay, so look at that. Look at the detail on that. Isn't that pretty? So that's just in the very center. The Bitty Spruce goes up to a size 2T, but there is the adult version too that you can purchase if you choose to. I don't know how much it is offhand, but you know, Ravelry will tell you. Maybe there's sales, no clue. Not affiliated with a designer, not affiliated with Ravelry, just letting you know. So there you go. And I used all of one skein and part of another, and you can kind of see where I used part of the other, because yeah, I got the same color for both in the same dye lot, but this particular one looked more like it would be the hand dyed as far as the color goes. Maybe not exactly from skein to skein, and that's okay. I did pull out, when I bought this, I pulled out all the skeins of this color that they had, and then I picked the two that I liked the best. And you can see where it gets heavier saturated in the color right down here. That's about where that second skein hit in. And you can also see the sleeve cuffs right there. Right? Just a little bit darker. So it's very symmetrical. It works. It's even as far as that goes. And this is knit on, for me anyway, I used size 6s for the ribbing, and I used size 8 for the body. And the bottom ribbing, I just continue with 8s. I never changed ribbing. For that matter, I didn't change ribbing on the sides. I used 8s. So I guess the only place I used 6s was the neck, and that's good because, you know, there you go. And absolutely adorable. So I am looking forward to being able to give this to my son and daughter-in-law for our youngest grandchild. Hopefully this fits. I have no idea how long it will fit. Supposedly I did the size 2T size. I did not gauge swatch. I don't care. Children grow. If it fits her, great. If it's too big, she'll grow into it. If it's too small, I have a child that doesn't have kids yet. Maybe one day he and his wife will decide to have kids. All I'm saying, right? There's always a child that you can give it to. Hold on to it. Keep it in one of your bins. You can use it later. So for me, I'm not always a stickler on I must hit gauge. It only depends on, do you want it to fit that person at that moment in time? Then maybe you should pay attention to gauge. I didn't care. I mean, I'm making it for her, but truthfully, if it didn't fit her and I wanted it to, I'd just make another one, because yes, if you've been around, you know that is a 100% true statement. I would just make another one and pass this along to somebody that it did fit. She is a petite little thing, you know, so it should fit her. And like I said, if it doesn't, whatever. I'll make another one. It's okay. But look at that. Oh, let's see the back. But look at the splatter and the splash of colors and everything on that. So I was at my local yarn store earlier, and I was talking with the owner and everything and showing her this and said, hey, that's that coastal cotton, you know, and it feels really nice. And she's like, oh, I was looking at doing a sample with this color. I'm like, oh, you mean the color I've got of that at the house? This color, this one right here. She's like, yeah, you know, what pattern is this? So I let her know the pattern too. So this one right here, I got it from her store, is the Mandarin Dragnet color. And I got, because I wasn't sure what I was making with it or who I was going to make anything for. So I picked up 2 of these, and it wasn't today I picked them up. I picked these up a while ago. I think I showed them to you already. I don't know. It's yarn. I'm going to show it to you as many times as I feel like it, because it's yarn. It makes me happy. I forget. Maybe you forget too. Maybe not. Maybe your memory's better. My memory's not bad, but I talk about a lot of yarn. I mean, it's true. I like yarn. Yes, I like yarn. I've always liked yarn. So I got the blue. When I got this, she had the red also, the same red that's in here. And I was holding up the red with this, and I was holding up the blue with this. I'm like, which one? And they're like, what are you making? I don't know. Okay, which colors? And I'm asking what colors, because I got 2 of these and I wanted one contrast. And I'm like, well, who are you making it for? I don't know. So, you know, I was so helpful with the whole picking my colors that I'm purchasing with my money to go home with, right? I'm like, oh, I don't know. What, I gotta pick? What? So obviously we decided on the blue. And you know what I'm thinking of doing? Which I shouldn't do. I should not. But she does want one for display in the store. And I'm thinking of starting it. And, you know, using the blue as the contrast because it's what I have. And there you go. I also have pink, but I don't think pink wouldn't go. But I do have one. But doing that and doing something that can be on display for a while at her store, and then I'll just take it back for the grandkids after it's been on display. The other reason I would want to do that, well, just because it's what I like to do. I mean, we share love. We share, right? You know, it's yarny goodness. We share. I do have a hat on display there to help her sell yarn and everything else as far as that, you know, because yarn doesn't fly off the shelves by itself. Yes, it does. Oh my gosh. I am not the only crazy person. I am not. And then I'm in Colorado. So Colorado has a yarn crawl coming up. And what is the name of it now? Woolly yarn crawl? Woolly craft. Just a minute. I'm going to get the bag. Just a moment. I'm back. If you're going to talk about the yarn crawl and the name of it, show the stuff. Okay, so this is my bag that I got last year, Colorado's Wild and Woolly Yarn Crawl. And this is a zipper bag. You pay for the bags. You don't have to get one. But, you know, I was playing the yarn crawl. I wanted a bag. And cool thing, I have no idea what fun stuff they have planned for us this year. But this is the map of all the yarn stores playing along. And if you're not familiar with what a yarn crawl is, it is... I've never been to one, but a pub crawl, very similar. You know, you go to all the different bars and you maybe take a taxi because you should not do it, or an Uber, right? Or, you know, your designated driver friend or something, but you know, you're going and shutting down all the bars kind of a thing. But the whole thing is like you're hopping from one to the next. It's the same thing with no alcohol. Yeah, I know, more fun, right? And you get all the fiber goodness and everything. So I don't know how many yarn stores it's gonna be this year. I think last year was like 9 or something. Used to be, before a lot of the yarn stores closed. At one point when this first started, it was called Yarn Along the Rockies. And there were like 20 some yarn stores. It's dwindled, yarn stores is closed. It's really sad. But the whole thing is, it's from the 3rd of August until the 11th of August. And all of these particular stores, they'll have prizes at each store, you know, like you get a little passport, like you know, you get stamped at each store. And when you turn it in at the very end of the store, they do a drawing out of all the stores for a grand prize basket. And then I guess there's like signups in each store that you can sign up for. And each store has a, not as large, but it's still quite nice. Let's put it that way, very nice basket, you know, basket from that particular store that you have an option or an opportunity, not an option. You have an opportunity to win. if you want to put in your name and everything as far as that goes. But it's a lot of fun. It's best, well, for me anyway, it's best when you can get together with a couple of your friends, if you have crocheting and knitting buddy friends around, and go together. You're carpooling, which is wonderful. But you're also just that camaraderie and picking out yarn together and just having fun along the way. And you may or may not stop and have lunch somewhere, pick up a coffee somewhere, just make it a whole day. And that's what I'm getting ready to do. August is my birth month, so I will probably be doing something fun then anyway. And I don't know if I'm going to take off time or just go on the weekends, you know, how that's going to necessarily work to be able to do that with my friends. But I think I'll hit all the stores. And it's nice too, because each store kind of carries things differently. Some of them might have overlap on some of the particular types of yarn that they have, but it's like a unique footprint, right? We all like different things. We like different weights, different colors, different everything. And then there's different dyers and designers that we might gravitate to. Well, yarn store owners are people too, with their own personal preferences and opinions. So it's wonderful to go to all the different places, because you end up finding yarn that you may have never seen before, never heard of, or anything along that line. And it is an absolute blast. So that is coming up. And then next week, I know I've already talked about it, we've got the Estes Wool Market. Oh my gosh, I am so excited with that. I mean, that right there, I don't know. I've been in the past and everything where like maybe one booth would have more commercial stuff and be in the booth like a miniature store, having all of your needles, notions, accessories, things like that. But a lot of them are hand dyed. So it's one of those, if you see it and you really, really like it, there's a chance you're not going to see it again. Or if you do see it, it might not be the exact same, because hand dyed is just that, right? So you're going to see things that are one of a kind, and you either get it or you don't. That's kind of how that works. But it is a wonderful thing being with like-minded people and just having a blast and enjoying the time period. So this next couple months over summer, you know, the time where we don't actually do our crafts as much, yeah, is when we collect the most. Yeah, or maybe it's just me with the collecting. I'm not really sure. Yeah, that. So that is my fun time. That is what I'm working on. And I don't know do you think maybe I could start that other sweater without my husband figuring it out and everything, and then it'll already be in the works and everything before he sees the video? What do you think? Yeah, he'll see it at 6 in the morning. He will. He turns it on as soon as it comes on. I wonder how far I could get. What do you think? Can I start the other one? Ooh, yeah, I could. Huh. I like that idea. It's kind of naughty. That's naughty. Yeah, that's naughty. I'm supposed to be working on his sweater. I'm so close to his sweater. But yeah, I kind of want to start a really fast one. Yeah. I'll probably tell you by this weekend if I did it, you know, like at least by the Monday's video, like, hey, look what I started. I'm not sure. I might be good. I don't know. Yeah. It's like, do it. No. Do it. No. Do you ever have that, or is it just me? Yeah. Yep. That's where I'm at. Well, I'm going to go ahead and decide what I'm going to do, which pretty much means I'm going to go find my size 6 needles, and if they're free, I'm going to cast that thing on. That's what that means. It's kind of like, you know, when you're a parent and your kids ask you to do something and you're like, maybe, I don't know about your household, but in my household, maybe meant no later. Maybe meant it's going to be a no, but I don't want to deal with that argument right now. That's what maybe meant. Now, to me, as a child, if that was gone, or to my children when I did it to them, yes, I did it to them. Oh, yes, I did. I knew it was going to be a no. I just didn't want to hear the argument, right? So by me saying that I'm going to go check out and everything, what that really means is I'm going to go see if my size 6 needles are free, and then I'm going to cast this thing on. And I'm going to have at least a ribbing done. I'm going to do it. Yeah, that's going to be fast. It's going to be, I'm pretty sure I can do that before he sees that I've done it. I don't know. Yeah, I did work on his blanket today, though, so he's happy, so he might not notice. Maybe. I don't know. He's pretty observant. He pays attention to what I work on. Well, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go, and you guys have a great day, night, evening, whatever it happens to be, and I will talk to you again later. Bye-bye.